Running down on batsbaseball.com, different position groups for the bats in 2021. We first talk about the infielders and highlight some of them. Jose Guerrero, of course, a headliner for Louisville in 2021, made his big league debut with the Reds as part of the shortened 2020 season. Got limited at bats and limited time, and came to the minor leagues in 21, absolutely tore it up at Double-A Chattanooga, and then debuted with this Louisville team and got off to a really nice start, earning a call back to the big leagues. It really took off after the Futures game All-Star weekend there in Denver. Came back to the bats and was on fire after that, including a 6 RBI game in Iowa. He also showed off his speed with an inside-the-park home run. The pitch, there's a swing and a fly ball, stung back toward left center. Back is the center fielder, and that ball is off the top of the wall. Ray couldn't get it. Ender Inciarte coming to the plate. Guerrero headed for third. He's being waved by Kevin Mahar. Here comes the relay. The tag is not in time, but inside the park home run for Jose Guerrero. His 9th home run. It's a 2-run inside the park homer. Guerrero looks to be a guy that will not be in Louisville in 2022. He very likely will be on that major league roster. Also around the Louisville infield in 2021, Alejo Lopez was the hottest minor league hitter at the time of his promotion and really throughout a lot of the year. Certainly when he came up from Double-A Chattanooga, a long on-base streak that he brought to Louisville and continued it. His first Louisville at-bat came in a pinch hit spot for the rehabbing Joey Votto. He lined a first pitch for a base hit, just like he did in the big leagues. First pitch pinch hit single when he made his big league debut with the Reds. Lopez got his first sniff of big league time. He's still got minor league options. Very well could be back with Louisville for some of next year. A great story. Did not go to Arizona State, had committed to play there, but a deep round draft pick, signed with the Reds, kind of bet on himself, and it certainly paid off this year. Wasn't a huge power guy, but Lopez did show some pop, including this leadoff homer in St. Paul. Lopez, the switch hitter, bats right against the lefty Albers. First pitch of the game on the way, and is swung on, driven back into deep left center field, and that ball is gone. Home run, Alejo Lopez. First pitch of the game. He's homer now in back-to-back games. Hit it out just to the left of the 402 mark in left center field. His 4th home run of the year. 1 pitch in, the Bats have a 1-0 lead. Another infielder that contributed at both the Major League and Louisville levels, Max Schrock, had a great run with the Reds. Almost had an identical year in both the big leagues and with Louisville. He, now out of options, had his final minor league option used in 2021. It'll be interesting to see where he lands in 2022. Would have to be outrighted off the Reds' 40-man roster to be with Louisville again, but he was really good regardless of where he was. A lot of clutch hits in Cincinnati. Was one of just 19 big leaguers with a 5-hit game in 2021. Tyler Naquin and Nick Castellanos of the Reds, a couple of the others. And at Louisville, came up with some big hits as well, including one of the Bats' 3 multi-home run games of the year, coming on July 9th in Game 1 of a doubleheader against his former team, the Memphis Redbirds. Pitch, here's a swing, fly ball, deep to right, back goes Coulter, looks up, gone! Home run, Max Schrock. His 2nd of the game. This one a 2-run shot, and he's given the Bats a 3-2 lead here in the 3rd. Also around the Louisville infield in 2021, Alfredo Rodriguez had played primarily at shortstop throughout his career. Got a lot of time elsewhere around the infield, making him more versatile, playing a number of different positions. Was one of the consistent forces on this Louisville team over the course of the year. We will see what happens. He's a guy that could be added to the Reds' 40-man roster to protect him from the Rule 5 draft coming up in December. We'll wait and see what happens there. And finally, Michael DeLeon, another corner infielder for this Louisville team. He had an electric 2021. He came up with 2 walk-off home runs for the Bats, 3 walk-off hits. He'll be most remembered for the shot against Indianapolis to walk him off a grand slam on reopening night in front of a sellout crowd. The 1-0. There's a swing and a high fly ball down the line and left. It is gone! A walk-off grand slam for Michael DeLeon! Bats win it 9-5 on embraced with every substance and every cooler from the dugout. The celebration on the plate, a walk-off grand slam. And the Bats, a 9-5 win in front of a crowd of over 10,000 on reopening night in Louisville Slugger Field. De Leon likely will not be back with Louisville in 2022. He recently elected free agency, no longer in the Reds organization. We'll see if he's re-signed or if we see him elsewhere in AAA East in 2022. That's a look at some of the Louisville infielders that made an impact in 2021 and prospectively where they could be in 2022. A lot of guys that passed through Louisville Slugger Field likely to make an impact once again in the big leagues for the Reds in that 2022 season.